Hey guys, this is Dr. Rahul and you are watching GetWise. In today's video, we will be discussing about the blood supply of stomach. So let's draw a schematic diagram of stomach. So this is the stomach and this is lesser curvature. This is greater curvature. This is fundus and this is antrum. Near the stomach there is aorta, so this section is of the descending aorta, and from the descending aorta we have a branch called celiac trunk. So this branch is celiac trunk. The celiac trunk, it is bifurcated into two branches. The right branch is called hepatic artery and left branch is called splenic artery. It is called as splenic artery. Now this splenic artery runs behind the stomach. It will run behind the stomach and reaches to the left corner where there is spleen, and this splenic artery, it will supply to the spleen and give 3-4 branches. Like on the superior side it will give short gastric arteries, short gastric artery. On the inferior side, it will give a branch that is called as left gastroepiploic artery. Epiploic artery. Why it is called as gastroepiploic? Because it supplies the stomach, and epiploic means the omentum. So it is near to the omentum as well. So it is between the stomach and the omentum. So it is called as gastroepiploic artery, and it is left one. And now a direct branch from the celiac trunk, it will supply the lesser curvature on superior side, and this branch is called as left gastric artery. It will called as left gastric artery. From the hepatic artery, and there is another branch that is coming out, and this branch is called as gastroduodenal artery. This branch is called as gastroduodenal artery because it will be supplying the stomach as well as duodenum, so it is called as gastroduodenal artery. It runs behind the antrum and it gives a branch that is called as right gastroepiploic artery. So now we have 4 arteries that is supplying the stomach: short gastric arteries, left gastroepiploic artery, right gastroepiploic artery, and left gastric artery. The hepatic artery, now this hepatic artery, it will give one more branch. That is called as this branch is called as right gastric artery. This is called as right gastric artery. So the arteries that are supplying the lesser curvature, they just only supply the stomach, so they are called as gastric arteries. And the arteries that are supplying the greater curvature, these arteries, or they are in the location where they are between the stomach and the omentum, so these arteries called as gastroepiploic artery. Now you can see that the inferior arteries are called as right and superior arteries are called as left, but that's not the case. you have to reposition the diagram. If you draw this diagram as this, you can see that this part is left, this part is left, and this part is right. Got it? We will look at the original picture, how these arteries looks like in a atlas. So now you can easily identify the things. So this broad thing, this is the aorta, and this is the celiac trunk. This is the celiac trunk. The structure highlighted in purple, it is the celiac trunk, and it is giving two branches. This is hepatic artery and this is splenic artery. This blue thing is splenic artery and the black thing is hepatic artery. Now this splenic artery, it is running behind the stomach and giving some branches like short gastric arteries. These small branches, short gastric artery, and a major branch on the inferior side. This is the left gastroepiploic artery. This is the left gastric epiploic artery. Now you can also see this is the artery highlighted in purple. This is the gastroduodenal artery, and it is giving a branch. That is called as right gastroepiploic artery. Likewise, the celiac trunk itself giving a branch. This is the left gastric artery, and gastroduodenal artery, it is giving another branch that is called as right gastric artery. So these 5 arteries we have seen in the atlas also, or in the schematic diagram as well. So this is all about the blood supply of stomach. Thank you.